All right, now let's get back, Dr. Olukunle Yonda, Managing Partner, CEO, Brute Consulting. Well, we had issues with connection there. Can you finish your thoughts on how you're seeing, this whole rate hikes and inflation impacting manufacturers here in Africa?
Thank you so much. So I think that even though the central bank is trying to control inflation by raising the interest rate, well, with the nature of our economy, what you see is that it will worsen the inflation further because most of the African manufacturers has to depend on importations of raw materials. Now you don't have forex; they couldn't get it from the official window. Now that they couldn't get it from the official window, they have to resort to the black market. And now Naira is going between 620 and 621, at the black market rate. So at the end of the day, it will further contrast. If you look at what the manufacturing sector have done in 2021, we had a gain of about maybe 10%. However, with the Russia-Ukraine war, there is a contraction at the beginning of the year. So what do we expect further is, would there be a further contraction or would there be an expansion? With what the central bank have done, I expect that it will further lead to a higher inflationary rate rather than curtailing it. In a sane economy, it should have been able to help us to adjust the inflation rate, but I doubt whether that's what we are going to get from the measure taken by the Central Bank of Nigeria.
I think manufacturers should be doing at this time because they're facing, a lot of headwinds. We're seeing most of them actually pack up at this time. What can they do to, survive this period?
Well, that's an interesting question. What do manufacturers need to do? Maybe they need to create, they need to think creatively. However, I think for manufacturing sector to do better, the federal government has a lot of role to play by ensuring that they have access to foreign exchange, ensuring that the issue of multiple taxation is dealt with, ensuring that the issue of overregulation is also addressed. The manufacturing ceiling. However, there is a limit to what they can do on their own. If we have to say the truth, there's a limit to what they can do. The federal government still need to come in. Take, for instance, you talk about the issue of fuel. What will I do as a manufacturer if diesel is about 1,000 naira? What do I need to do? I can only go to the market and source it at that rate. All right. And what you do is that eventually you pass it on to the consumer. Now, where you have a situation whereby most goods are also smuggled into the country. So, which will lead to a higher cost of production for local manufacturers, and consumers want to explore other options of foreign goods. At the end of the day, the manufacturer will be affected, the local manufacturer will be affected because the cost of production is quite steep. So what do manufacturers need to do? Well, they need to look at how they can be more cost efficient because if they're not cost efficient, the prices of local manufactured goods is going to be very steep and very uncompetitive when you compare it to what you see in other countries.
So much to unpack there. Very interesting times right now, and at the time where Africa is trying to boost output, we need to look inward at this time and try to weather this storm of inflation and rising rates. Thank you so much, Dr. Olukunle Yonda, Managing Partner, CEO, Brute Consulting. It was great having your perspective on the pro.
Thank you so much, Ladi. Thanks.
Thank you.